And this is Gary Dolgens. I'm Director of Sales and Marketing of Blanchard Systems, and like to welcome you to our Magazine Production Made Easy webinar. We appreciate you joining us this afternoon, and going to share some things with you with regard to how we can help you make magazine production easier. Just to go through the agenda for today, going to do a few little introductions. With me today on the call is Keith Ziblich, COO of Blanchard Systems, and he's going to join me today. We are going to give you a quick overview of Blanchard Systems and SendMyAd. Then we're going to do a demo, and today we're going to focus on web ads as opposed to print ads. And then at the end, we'll open up, we'll answer some questions that you folks would possibly submit during the demo. Just a couple of things about using GoToWebinar. Up in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a zoom button. And if you click on that, it'll allow you to expand the image to cover the full screen. Also, when we're not going to do Q&A live, if you will, but as we go through the webinar, if you have any questions, please just type them out using the GoToMeeting control panel, and you'll see a place there to submit your questions. And then at the end, we'll go through the questions and we'll answer a few of them for you, and you know, hopefully we can get some good interaction going that way. So just a little bit about Blanchard Systems. We're a software development and systems integration company. We're headquartered in New Orleans. We were founded in 1992, and in addition to being a software developer, as we say, we're a systems integration company, and we're the North American distributors for a German software company called Dalim Software, and we are also a shareholder of that company. And Dalim is a highly automated workflow solution which is used by a lot of publishers and publication printers. Some of you may be familiar with Dalim. We are the developer of SendMyAd, which is a cloud-based ad portal, and Virtual Publisher, which is a cloud-based magazine planning and production system. SendMyAd is, we launched SendMyAd about 5 years ago, and currently it's being used by close to 1,000 magazine titles across the country. And we are also servicing through that portal approximately 40,000 advertisers. Just a little bit about SendMyAd. We're, as I mentioned earlier, we're a cloud-based ad portal, and we're focused on you know, streamlining the workflow and obtaining ad materials for print, web, and tablet ads. The key features of SendMyAd are the ability to upload a file, upload an ad, to pre-flight that to your pre-flight specifications, to trim that file, because a lot of publishers tell us that the most common thing that's wrong with an ad, particularly a print ad when they receive it, is it needs to be trimmed. And then to allow you to approve, both the advertiser and the publisher, to approve that ad, and to deliver that ad to the publication printer, or to yourself, or to any destination of your choosing. It's easy to use. It's a very simple, you know, graphical user interface, which we'll see as we go through the demonstration. The benefits are key. One is because it's a cloud-based solution, there's no hardware to purchase or software to purchase and maintain. So your cost is really based on, you know, on an individual month's ad transactions. The ads that you receive are ready to go into production. Those ads, because we pre-flight the ad and we give the advertiser immediate feedback as to what may be wrong with the ad, the advertiser has an opportunity to fix that ad and submit it to you directly for your specifications. And therefore, there's no time wasted, if you will, once you receive the ad, to, one, pre-flight it yourself, two, if there's anything wrong, to chase your advertiser down to correct that and send you a new file. And because of this, it saves time, and saving time certainly improves your margins. And probably one of the biggest benefits of SendMyAd is the fact that it eliminates costly make goods. And this is not something that people always like to talk about, but one of the things that our publishers tell us, particularly one who says that since they adopted SendMyAd, they were able to reduce their make goods to 0, and that was a significant number for them, as previously they were paying into the 6 digits with regard to make goods. So something to consider when looking at the benefits of SendMyAd. So at this point, what I'm going to do is do a demonstration of the web-based functions of SendMyAd. So what you see here on the screen is a generic login screen, which we use for demonstration purposes. But we also, just to show you, we customize this and brand this for you. So you'll see here, this is Intermedia Outdoor. This is their ad portal sign-in page. Time Inc., direct to time. Meredith choose to use something that looks very much like their website. ESPN, their login page, and Hanley Wood. And just to point out that, as you see here, a wide variety of publishers, and SendMyAd is used today by all types of publishers and all sizes of publishers. Everything, consumer, B2B, association, local and regional. And again, as I say, every different size publisher that you can imagine can find a benefit in using SendMyAd. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to log in as an advertiser. And we're going to today focus on the advertiser side of SendMyAd with web ads. And we would be more than happy to schedule for you a private demonstration where we can show you more of the publisher side and the administrative side, and do it, if you will, a deeper dive into how SendMyAd actually can benefit you.
Gary, can I interrupt for one second?
Sure, go right ahead.
For all of you guys who are attending, if you have any questions at all during the demonstration, within the GoToWebinar control panel, you have the ability to actually ask a question. So if you just go ahead and type the question, what we're going to do at the end of the session is just go through the questions that were sent in, spend 5 or 10 minutes covering those. So if you have questions, type them in and we'll answer them.
Okay, good. Thank you, Keith. So what you're looking at now is the SendMyAd Dashboard. A number of you who have signed up for the webinar today are already SendMyAd users, so this is very familiar to you. But I'm just going to take a minute to go through this. On the right-hand side here, you'll see a series of frequently asked questions. These can be the standard answers that we provide, or you can customize these responses, or you can even add your own questions if you like. We have a Get Help button, and with the Get Help button, you can, both advertiser and publisher can ask questions. For some reason my browser decided to have a mind of its own today, so sorry about that. That we have ask a question, or you can report a problem or request an enhancement, and this is an email form that goes out to our customer service team. We also have a complete online help manual, which for both publishers and advertisers, which really covers every aspect of using SendMyAd. And then there's a series of videos, and these videos are very, very important because they really address every aspect of using the portal, and are designed to help you and your advertisers if should they have any issues about how to use SendMyAd. We have what I call an online media kit. This is for print, web, and tablet ads. So we can look here just to see since we're focusing on web ads today, you'll see the individual kinds of ads that are available in terms of my demo portal. But you can have as many different ad sizes as you like, and it's important to know that we also support the IAB standards as it relates to describing different ad sizes. Over here on the left-hand side, we have a very, very basic asset management solution, which is divided down into print ads, digital ads, and tablet ads. And so this is campaigns. We also support tablet ads, and we support 2 different types of tablet ads as we go through this. We also have some administrative tools here in terms of the advertiser managing their ad portal as it relates to their users and groups and company profile, etc. So let's go ahead and send a file. Just as I've mentioned before, but just to reiterate, so you see on this screen, this is where the advertiser can pick the type of ad that they're going to upload. So we have print ads, and we have enhanced for tablet ads. And enhanced for tablet ad is an ad that has some level of automation in it. So it has maybe a slideshow or a video, and so this is the way that the advertiser can actually upload those materials to the publisher. We have a, so let me just go back here. We have a design for tablet ad, and that's an ad that's designed in terms of the right size and right orientation for the different types of devices that are on the market today. But they also have the right size and dimensions, and may have, maybe have a hot zone for a URL or something like that. But these are ads that really have no enhanced features with them. And then, of course, what we're going to focus on today, we have digital ads, and you'll notice down here that we can accept ads in a multitude of formats: JPEG, PNG, GIF, SWIFT, HTML, etc. And we just click on that icon, and it takes us through to the job ticket. And you'll see here that at any time the advertiser can actually switch to the type of ad they're offering. But let's go ahead and fill out the job ticket. So my campaign. And as I mentioned, we manage campaigns as well as individual ads. And a campaign would be where, let's say, an advertiser is uploading a number of ads that they're going to run at different times, or they're going to be hosted up in sequence, that sort of thing. And so this way, both you and the publisher can see, both the advertiser and the publisher can see the all the ads together in one folder, if you will. And so the advertiser here is Blue Rhino. And the product is a really interesting propane tanks. And we're going to choose a type of ad. So in this case, we're going to choose rich media. But again, as I mentioned earlier, you'll see all the different types of files that we handle, including script, tags, and text files. Also a zip campaign where the advertiser may have zipped together a number of ads and wants to upload them together. So now we're going to go ahead and click, let's see, go ahead, get rich media, click add placement. And so now we're going to suggest that we want to place this ad on the center left. We're going to put in a URL which would be used in case the ad doesn't load properly. And we'll click an ad unit. So in this case, here's your IAB standards. We're going to use a medium rectangle. And we're going to run this ad from October 28th to November 1st. And if we have some other dates that we want to run this ad for, we can add them here. So we can go ahead and let's say we're going to run that ad again on November 4th and to November 8th. And we're going to go ahead and use our uploader here to choose the file. So we're going to go in here and we're going to choose the SWIFT file. So this would be that SWIFT file for the Blue Rhino ad. We'll upload that. And then we can also have the opportunity to upload a JPEG. So I'm going to upload the JPEG here. And And that JPEG is there in case there's something wrong with the ad in terms of displaying when somebody accesses it when it's hosted up. There's there's a JPEG file to back that up to be noticed, to be viewed. So we go ahead and click upload, and so you're watching the progress there on the screen. And as we receive the file, we are pre-flighting it to your specifications. And you'll notice here that we'll actually run the animation on this Blue Rhino ad so that you can see the actual animation run. And when we pre-flight this ad, pre-flight for web ads is very different than pre-flight for print ads. So we're looking for basically here size, file type. We're looking for frame rate and run length. And we're also looking at click tags. And you'll see here that this particular file in the pre-flight report over here on the right-hand side has some warnings. And we're going to go ahead and just scroll down here. And the warning here is that it's identified an incorrect click tag. And there's some problems also with the link. So, but because this is a warning, the advertiser can go ahead and approve this ad, or they can choose to reject it and go back and fix it. And so we're going to go ahead today and we're going to approve the ad. And as with print ads, there's a notification system that's in place. So as ads are uploaded and approved, etc., email notifications are going back and forth between the advertiser and the publisher. And we just run this again, and you'll see that the ad has now been received by the publisher, and that there are a number of actions that we can take at this point. But I also want to point out the fact that the history of this ad, so everything that's been done so far as it relates to this ad is captured in the history. And this is very, very important when it comes to discussions with your advertiser about how the ad has actually been uploaded and how it's actually been run. There's also the ability to enter into a chat between you and the publisher, and there's also a notes feature where we can actually add a note to the file. And we can also, at this point, also look, I should point out, in terms of looking at the SWIFT file as well as the JPEG. And both files are viewable within the system. And when you approve them, both are being approved. Now, we have, at first we completed a job ticket, and everything that's in that job ticket and everything that we have done to date is related to metadata, which has been ingested into the ad file. It's available for viewing and for use in processing. So just to go down here, you can see in fact of when the ad is going to run, when the specifics about the ad itself, who the advertiser is, and the contact information, and any tag information that's in there, and then as we scroll down here, metadata actually about the ad. So you'll see the time that the ad was uploaded, the file name, the dimensions of the file, the type of file. These are all things that we're looking for in terms of pre-flight, frame rate, total frames, lapse time, etc. All these things which are important as it relates to the running of a of a web ad. And we also have assets here. You have the original file and a digital receipt of that file. And that really is very simple, straightforward as it relates to doing web ads. That pretty much ends our demonstration today from an advertiser's point of view. I wanted to, as I mentioned earlier, we would certainly like to have the opportunity to show you more in depth from the publisher side of SendMyAd as it relates to web ads, but also to print and tablet ads. And with that, Keith, do we have any questions from our audience today?
We do. We have a couple of good questions here. First question is, does every advertiser need to create an account prior to using the interface?
Yes. I guess that's the simple answer. When somebody logs in to upload an ad, if they're not already registered within the system, they'll have to take a few minutes to complete a registration form. And as I say, it only takes a minute or two, and then they immediately are into the system so they can upload ads.
Okay, perfect. Here's my favorite question. How can I add web ads to my existing SendMyAd account?
Give us a call and let us know that you would like to make that change, or we can follow up with you from today's demonstration and get you set up. And it's really quite simple, a little bit of training involved, and you're in business.
Right, and as Gary said, it's very simple. It's just a matter of us going into your account and just enabling the web ads for your existing SendMyAd account. Let's see, quick question. Are pre-flight settings easy to set up?
Yeah, very much so. It's certainly part of the little bit of training that we give you, but the pre-flight parameters are really part of the actual setting up of the ad spec. So it's very simple and straightforward. We give you the training, and we set up your first couple for you, and then you'll be able to manage that yourself.
Mm-hmm. I guess a quick question for as far as the publisher side. Question is, why can't you show us anything on the publisher side? We certainly could do that. What we wanted to do today, though, is try to limit this presentation to, say, 30 minutes rather than taking up a ton of time. But we have your question and your name. We're happy to regroup with you and do a full demo for you, showing you all the features, not only from the administration side, but also the publisher setup side. Let's see, another question. How do we set up a new publication?
Well, it's pretty simple. Of course, that's in the publisher side, and we're looking at the advertiser side of SendMyAd right now. But basically, you go into the admin function. You say you want to add a new title. There's some basic information or a new ad size that you want to offer, and you basically fill in the information, and that's all that's necessary. Okay, I assume this is a question from an existing customer because they reference something we didn't really show today, and it's about print templates for InDesign, and do we support templates for QuarkXPress? Unfortunately, we don't support them for QuarkXPress. Whenever a new ad specification is set up within SendMyAd, we will automatically create an ad spec for you with the trim, bleed, and safety with an InDesign document that your customer has the ability to download. But unfortunately, we don't support Quark. Let's see, I think we've got time for one more question here. How do I get my ads? Which I think is a pretty valid question. Okay, that's a good question. So there's a couple of ways. One is that once the final approval of the ad is completed, the file can be delivered automatically to a destination that you've defined, or as some publishers choose, they hold the ads in that basic asset management solution that I showed you earlier over here in terms of the digital ads. So they would hold the digital ads here until such time as they are ready to download them, and then they can download, select a number of ads and download them as a group. And those, or at any time, you can go in and download an ad to a file to your desktop. So you have a number of different options on how to receive the ads once they're okay. We've got a few other questions, but I don't think we're going to have the time to get to them. As we discussed, we're going to try to keep this this webinar today to 30 minutes. But Gary, I think we could wrap it up. Okay. Well, again, I want to thank you very much for your time. We will be following up with you in terms of scheduling some time to give you a more in-depth view. As Keith said, we wanted to keep our webinar today to 30 minutes. So we appreciate your time, and we'll be back in touch with you in the near future to schedule some time to show you everything that SendMyAd has to offer. So have a nice day, and we'll look forward to talking to you in the near future.